What's going on, Sheepdog? Suresh here, 221B Tactical. Today we are talking about our Shadow plate carrier. This is the plate carrier we launched in conjunction with Tony Setmanat, Realworld Tactical. Many of you probably heard of him, seen his insane videos, former U.S. Marine Corps, former SWAT, and also recently featured in the most recent Call of Duty. Pretty insane when you become a character in a video game. So some of you had some questions about some of the features on this, because I know it's kind of hard to tell on a website when you're looking at photos, and we know this is a big purchase, so we wanted to go over some of the features that most of you had questions about. So I'm going to try to focus on those points today. There's a bunch of videos out there already. Tony has videos about this plate carrier on his channel, of course. It's his signature plate carrier. We've done videos before, but I want to just do, once again, a quick overview because plate carrier sales and body armor sales have skyrocketed as of late. And we have a lot of civilians who have never been in the military, never been in law enforcement, coming in and buying plate carriers and ordering plate carriers from all over the place. Men, women, you have everyone from little shop owners to people of the clergy literally coming in, buying body armor and buying plate carriers. So there's a lot of people out there who don't have that background and knowledge. So if you're a super tactical ninja and you know all this stuff already, that is awesome. You know, go ahead and put your night vision on and turn the lights out in the basement and do that, you know, paintball stuff and whatever. This is for the people that have no idea but say, I want body armor because I'm worried about what's going on right now. So this is for those people. And maybe if you're a, you know, tier 1 ninja, maybe you'll learn something too, who knows. So let's get into it. So on the front of the plate carrier, you're gonna start on the front. You have our mag pouches. These mag pouches are all available on our website, 221btactical.com. And you can add on, there's double AR mag pouches. Okay, I'm not gonna get into weapons today. I'll go over anyone's head. And then you also have the single pistol mag pouches, okay? So you could stack them however you want. There's a separate video I did about setting up your plate carrier. You could check that out. We'll try to throw a link to it here or there or somewhere on this video. So that front panel is modular. So you see here, these two side release buckles. So you can actually just undo these two buckles and pull this whole front modular panel off. That was something really important that Tony wanted on the plate carrier. He wanted it to be something that was very efficient for people to use. And that way, if you had a setup where you have all your mags in here, but maybe you had a second panel setup that was more geared toward maybe first aid or some admin stuff, you could switch it out very easily. So all you have to do is unhook this here, and pull it off. That simple, okay? So you can have a whole nother setup ready to go. Just pull this one off and put that other one on, and you're ready to rock and roll, okay? Depending on your mission or your task, okay? So, of course, you have the ability to also, if you don't want to run the mag pouches, because of course the mag pouches give you that more thicker profile, if you would. And sometimes if you need to maybe lay down on the ground and throw some rounds out, you can't really get fully down on the ground with a lot of this packed out. Everyone has their own personal preference when it comes to setting up their plate carriers. Sometimes you see dudes with like mags out to here. Other guys like to run it real slim. That's why we just came out with our QRF plate carrier. It's a real minimalist, low profile. But something that a lot of people don't know is if you don't want to put additional mag pouches on the front of this, the actual, this front modular panel itself actually holds, inside of it, it holds mags. So you could actually use it as a low profile without adding any additional mag pouches. So if you want, you could throw 3 mags in there and not have any of these on the front. So just an option that a lot of people don't know about. It's hard to see in the videos and on the photos, but you can see there, you could hold mags right in there. Really nice, and once again, keeps it a little bit more low profile. Of course, you have your Velcro up here for your ID patches and things like that. You want to make sure that, obviously, we have a lot of law enforcement and some military that we can't talk about using this, and they're, of course, loving it because of all the features. Lightweight, and the breathability, which we'll get into in a second. But of course, any ID patches you have here. Now, a lot of people ask, what about adding moly up here? So this is actually moly. It's laser cut moly. I'm gonna lean this forward so you can see that that's laser cut moly. So you could actually add a moly pouch of any kind you want up here. Some people do the holster, some people just do pouches, whatever it is you want, you can add it here. So not just Velcro here. Of course, most important feature, Cobra buckles. Everyone loves the Cobra buckles. We wanted to keep this vest light, but we also wanted to keep it affordable. So something that Tony was really big on was keeping this very affordable, because sometimes cops have to buy their own gear. I know it sounds crazy, but sometimes cops have to buy their own like plate carriers like this. So he wanted to keep it affordable for cops. Obviously, him and I both come from the law enforcement background, and you can't forget where you came from. And as most people know, cops aren't making a lot of money. So what we did was went with the lightweight polymer Cobra buckles, super strong. All the test data is out there for these polymer Cobra buckles, and they are the authentic Cobra buckles, not knockoff Cobra buckles. They're the authentic ones, and they are a little bit lower cost than the metal ones, and they're significantly lighter. So you're getting great strength, more than adequate strength, and you're also getting lightweight, so you're having a weight savings there as well. Super easy to manipulate. Most of you have seen Cobra buckles now. They're just beautiful. They just go on so easily, and they lock in so solid. So you have 6 Cobra buckles on this. You have 2 here, 2 here, and then we also did Cobra buckles for the shoulders, because why not? So all these Cobra buckles come with dust covers and protection covers. They're not on mine right now. I don't run with those dust covers. I take them off, but if you want, they come with them. So you can just keep them on. They come on all, you have 6 of them, and they just kind of protect these buckles a little bit, okay? So we're gonna come around to the Cummerbund here. When you have the Cummerbund, you wanna make sure that you have a Cummerbund that is gonna give you the ability to breathe. Now, so the material that the base, the majority of the plate carrier is made of is called Cordura. And we use heavy duty Cordura, high abrasion resistance. And that's important because it's gonna last. So you wanna use the highest quality 1000D Cordura. So, but you see a lot of plate carriers use that on the Cummerbund. And the problem with that is when you wrap this on and you put this on, typically if you're putting a plate carrier on, it's for a situation where your heart rate might be a little bit higher. And in that situation, you really don't want your breathing restricted or constricted in any way. So some of us aren't in the best shape. So if bullets are flying, our heart rate's up and our thoracic cavity is expanding and contracting at a pretty high rate. So you don't want to restrict that in any way. So what we did was we incorporated some heavy duty elastic. Now this isn't like super stretch elastic, but just enough for that thoracic cavity to expand and contract. So it gives you that form fit that you want when you have a plate carrier on, but it gives you that ability to breathe a little bit. Like I said, not everyone's an Olympic athlete, and sometimes your breathing is going to be a little bit elevated. Your heart rate's going to be elevated. So on top of this, you have the ability to hold mags. So each Cummerbund can hold 3 AR mags, and that's not just it. So when you open this up here, you have the ability to slide in a mag. So if you have, let's say 3 on the front in the low profile, or maybe 6, whatever, and you just feel like you need more because you're going for the full Monty, you could go ahead and throw mags in here, and you can see they hold 3 on this side, 3 on the other side. So it's actually really cool. Some people like that. They like to have the mags along the Cummerbund. Some people find it very annoying. It's really up to you. The other good thing is you could put tourniquet in here. Any other gear or kit that you have wrapped up, wound up tight, you could put in here. So it's a beautiful addition. Additionally, behind that, and this is something people have a question about too, is a pocket. And behind that pocket, behind those mag pouches, you have a little pocket here. And you guys can see it's about 3 inches deep. And you can slide in, if you had the low profile hard plates, you could throw them in there. If you have soft armor, the thin strips of soft armor that sometimes people find available from certain armor companies, you could throw that in there as well. And there is Velcro to close that pocket. Or you could just use it as a big pocket to put whatever you want in. So if you have admin stuff, first aid stuff, whatever, you could throw that in there as well. So it's a storage, potentially for gear, potentially for a small piece of side armor if you want and need that, and also for mags. So that is on each side, each cummerbund. Let's go to the back. The back gives you Velcro as well here with MOLLE, so you could add pouches to this, whatever pouches you want, whatever it is you want. And also you have MOLLE panel on the back side here. Now this lifts up, and this is where you have your ability to adjust the cummerbund for how round you want it around you know, the circumference around your body. So you have MOLLE panel here. Of course, here on mine, I have my IFAK. This is our Apollo IFAK, which has a compression pouch here. You grab the handle, you can pull it out. Separate video on that. It's on our website as well. Awesome, awesome first aid kit. So let's come around and we're gonna go to the shoulders. Now, some people have questions about the shoulders. How do they adjust? So the shoulders have the Cobra buckles as well. Super easy to get on and off. And now, a lot of people ask these clips. What are these clips? These clips are sling retention clips. Tony was big on this, and this is something that anyone who's been on the range or on a call out and they've had a rifle slung for a long time, sometimes that sling comes up and starts riding and rubbing against your neck. And as you're slinging it back and forth, you get that neck burn. It kind of gets annoying. So this is something we incorporated where you actually run the sling through this so it never gets to your neck. It's always going to be on here. Now, just a little press of this clip right here, and it can release it very easily. We have one on each side. On this one, the vest comes with one. I just have two because why not just throw the other one on the other side? Not that I'm ever going to sling it on the other side, but in the event I did, or if I need to maybe one went down for some reason. Oh, these are really heavy duty. Now, on the underside of this, we have some padding in there, which clearly aids for wearing heavy plates because you want that cushion because that weight of those plates really can, you know, really bear down on your traps and start causing some pain. So we have our cushion there, and you also have our MaxDry technology. So while the shoulder straps are on your body, you have air flowing underneath so you don't get that heat buildup and that really heavy sweat buildup underneath the shoulder pads. So huge feature there for these shoulder pads, which we designed specifically to carry heavyweight plates. If you carry composite plates, you're lucky, a little bit lighter, but even still, you wear them for long enough, they're gonna be heavy. And of course, if you're wearing steel plates, you're gonna really love our weight mitigation system. You have straps out here if you wanna run comms. If you're that level of ninja and you got comms, you can run those comm straps there as well. Super easy to adjust. You just open these up. A lot of people ask, how do you adjust the shoulder straps? Open this up, and in just a couple of seconds, you can just lift this up, shorten, lengthen, slap it back down, and cover it up, and you're good to go. So it's not this long, convoluted process to adjust your plate carrier. Some of these plate carriers out there, you almost need like a PhD to adjust them. And in the heat of the moment when, you know, bullets are flying or whatever, and you need to maybe put this on someone that isn't you, or someone, you know, your partner in your patrol car needs to throw it on, you don't want it to take like 9 minutes to adjust. You kind of want it to be able to like adjust in a few seconds. So something else Tony was very big on, because some departments who've ordered this, they don't have a lot of money. So it's multiple officers using one. So in the event that a bigger officer was using it before and now a smaller officer gets the call, they got to be able to adjust this pretty quick and get this plate carrier on fast. They don't have time to mess around, especially if bullets are flying in like a school or a Walmart or something like that. So very important. On the back here, of course, we have the drag handle, kind of customary on plate carriers, but I always say pick them up, throw them over your shoulder. Okay, so let's go to the inside of the vest. So to do that, I'm gonna actually open up the shoulder straps so you can see the inside. So now on the front and back, you see these MaxDry panels that are inside the vest. Of course, what are they there for? To help keep the plate carrier off your body, let air flow and let heat escape And the beautiful thing is they're removable. So you take them off and you could throw this in the wash. Doesn't even go in the dryer. You're gonna take it out of the wash. It doesn't hold any moisture. Take it out of the wash, it's gonna be ready to go right back on here. And this is gonna give you that beautiful body armor ventilation that you want and need when you're wearing a plate carrier for an extended period of time. Everyone has seen those people with the big sweat mark on their chest and the big sweat mark on their back. That's because no airflow is going through. So this is gonna keep you a lot more comfortable and also help prevent some of those rashes and itchiness that comes from having a plate carrier and sweat against your body for an extended period of time. If you've worn a plate carrier, police, military, you know. And of course for civilians, you probably don't know, but trust me, you don't wanna know. The good thing is with that people love is that you don't have your sweat soaking in to your plate carrier. Why is that important? Well, traditionally, if you don't have something like this and you just have something that's built into your plate carrier, some sponge, garbage, or nothing at all, that sweat is soaking directly into your plate carrier. After a while, that plate carrier is gonna start stinking to high heaven. It's gonna get that odor, it's gonna get that crusty white stuff on it, obviously from the salt from your sweat. So you're gonna eventually at some point have to now take your plate carrier apart, take your plates out, and figure out a way to wash this plate carrier. Well, that is a completely not necessary when you have this shadow plate carrier, and the same goes for our QRF plate carrier, because they have the full lining. Everywhere the plate carrier rests on your body, you have that MaxDry technology. So you have it on the front, the back, and your shoulder. So every contact point has that MaxDry technology. So all you do is take off the front, off the back, off the shoulders, throw these few pieces, 4 pieces in the wash with your regular laundry, take them out, they'll be aired out in a couple of minutes, never put them in the dryer, and simply stick them back on, and you never have to take down and tear down your plate carrier ever again. So huge benefit for those who've had to do it. You know how much a pain in the you know what it is. So just another great benefit that so many people have been speaking about this. And hey, listen, not only is the laundry a big thing, but to stay cooler and drier and fresher and less stinky and sweaty and itchy, that's a benefit, of course, in and of itself. So that's part of the technology that Tony wanted to build in with, from 221B Tactical into the vest. So that is pretty much the whole overview. I went over in the last video how you put the plates in. I can go over it again. Pretty simple. There's pouches here on the front and on the back. Obviously, you just separate with this heavy-duty Velcro. Flip up, and you can insert your plates, pull them out. Bottom load. I'm a fan of the bottom load plate rather than the top load. I feel like the bottom load is just easier to get plates in and out if you happen to be wearing the plate carrier. And there's a lot of people who believe that that is something important, especially if you need to take the plates out for any certain situation. You have a water situation and you need to get those plates out fast. You're not trying to pull them out the top, slide them out the bottom, very easy. So something a lot of people asked about, how do you load the plates? So I hope that gives you a pretty decent rundown of this incredible plate carrier. A lot of people have left some great reviews. You can go read them. I always tell people, read the reviews, let the people who are actually using it tell you about it, because, taking it from the guy that designed it is one thing. Taking it from people who've put their money out, bought it, and now have used it, that's another thing. And, thankfully, we've had SWAT team guys, we've had some Special Forces guys, a couple of Navy SEALs. Everyone obviously regards Navy SEALs as Tier 1 operators. Test this vest, evaluate it, and they absolutely love it. So that's a kind of an honor for us to have guys of that level test this vest out and come back and say this thing is awesome. Obviously, it's very humbling for us, and we appreciate that. And their reviews are on their respective, Instagram, Facebook pages, and websites as well. We have some of them on our site. Go 221btactical.com. You could read the reviews there. And of course, the guy who helped design this, Tony Setmanat, his accolades are like 3 pages long, and he wouldn't put his name on something and potentially hurt his reputation if it wasn't quality, the highest grade materials, and something that actually worked. So you could always send a message to Tony and ask him questions about this as well. He's at Realworld Tactical on pretty much every platform out there with a zillion followers. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment below if you have any questions. Maybe I missed something, or there's something that you still have a question about. If you have additional questions, you don't want to comment below, maybe because you don't want to sound silly, go ahead and email our sales team, sales@221btactical.com. They're there 24/7 to answer your questions. If you want to call in because you like hearing people's voices, maybe you're lonely, go ahead and call in. Call in, and numbers all over our website, and they'll answer the phone, and they'll answer any of your questions. There are no silly questions, because we understand that a lot of you, once again, don't come from this background. So no silly questions at all. We've been getting questions from civilians, regular, everyday people, all day long, every day for the last however many months, with all the craziness going on. So go ahead and give a call or email in. Thanks for watching. Remember, head on a swivel when you're out there. Always watch your six. Always watch their hands. And no matter what gear you acquire, remember, gear means nothing without training. So make sure you get the training. Join the Sheepdog Nexus, 221B Sheepdog Nexus. Free training content, free training material from some of the best around, the best out there. And also spend the time, spend the money to go train with some of the top operators out there that have the credentials and that have the accolades. Tony's one of them. There's so many. Do your research, do your due diligence, vet whoever you want to go see, and go ahead and put the time and money to go train with them, because the best gear in the world, you could have it, doesn't matter if you don't have the training. So I highly recommend the training. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. We'll see you next time.